I love change so much that it drives my wife crazy. But sometimes, no matter how hard I try, I feel that I just can't create the change I want. I bet you've already felt the same. Are we all in a short supply of willpower? The book Switch, written by Chip Heath and Dan Heath, brought me some fresh perspective on this topic. Its framework is not perfect, but it's easy to remember and much better than most Harvard Business Review articles I read on the subject, which were full of corporate blah blah. Let me tell you what I've liked most about it. Switch shows that what looks like resistance is often a lack of clarity. If you ever planned a wedding or a big event, you probably felt exhausted from all of the blue and green ribbon choices that you had to make, and that seemed like a matter of life or death at the time. I know that after a day of wedding planning, I didn't even have the force to change the TV channel. This happens because decisions tire our brains just as a workout will tire our muscles. In change, we open many possibilities, and if we don't have enough clarity, we'll have to make a lot of decisions. And these decisions might end up using all the energy in our brains. If that happens, our brain will turn on the autopilot and go directly back to the old way of doing things. I find it empowering, this notion that it's not just a matter of willpower, that sometimes clarity may be much more effective. Another trap to avoid is being overwhelmed by the change. Some changes may be really daunting, and just by thinking about it and the needed effort, you might block and not even feel like trying. To get around it, you have to break the change into manageable pieces. Start with something simple and some very visible goals. Chances are that those goals will be highly motivating and will keep you energized for the rest. Finally, Switch shows that we often blame on character something that is linked to the situation. If a guy drives by you really fast, you probably call him names or think how irresponsible of him, and I bet it wouldn't even cross your mind that he might be driving to the hospital with an emergency. I found myself in a situation like that. I've complained about someone's lack of commitment, only to find out that he was at a relative's funeral. In change, when we attribute the behavior to character and not to the situation, we overlook the opportunity to create the change we want by adapting the environment. The book has a brilliant example of a teacher that had some trouble making students that always got to class late and sat on the back to talk. Instead of complaining with them or trying to change the students, the teacher decided to install a couch in the front of the class. The targeted students found the couch really cool and instantly started getting to class early to reserve a front row seat. What I like about this framework is how straightforward it can be to test these three things. Are the instructions as clear as they get? Do the change seem manageable? And have I thought about how to adapt the situation in order to help the change? Chances are that if you're struggling, you've answered no to one of these questions. This framework has already helped me with some change scenarios. I hope that it might help you as well. Thanks a lot for listening. Please share this video, and I hope to see you again in this channel. Bye!